I put on the board, first thing I wrote was the start. I thought our start was better. Um, we talked about growing and progressing. You can't improve unless you grow and progress. I thought we made some steps forward on some things. Obviously, our offense was much better. Our guys did a great job of reading their defense. It's one of the better defenses in the country. And we made, good passes, good reads, basketball plays, which was really positive. And I told them I one-on-one defense and toughness was the things that the areas I was worried about. And we got beat off the dribble sometimes. And not sometimes, probably more often than not, especially as we went into the second half. And then we also got out tough for a few rebounds, but I just obviously disappointed in the technicals. Our guys have to be more mature. They're freshmen. Those are things that they did, and it's habits they've had. We have talked about it in practice, but obviously they made mistakes. They learned from them, and now you can't have it again. We have to be better if we're going to make progress as a team.
Thank you, Coach. First question to Marla Campbell from WIBW.
Hey, Coach, you guys shot better percentage-wise from the field and from three tonight and made more shots in both of those categories than Texas Tech did, but we're outscored by 21 from the free throw line. What would you like to see from your guys down the road, A, to get to the line more, and B, to keep teams from getting those easy points?
Well, we haven't got to the line, much all year. And in fact, I think it was 8-0 on fouls at one point in the second half. I could be wrong. So we got to be a little stronger and get to the basket, create contact, make sure you get that contact. Some of that is strength, some of that's maturity, understanding how, angles and things like that. I thought Selton, after a couple really tough outings, was a much more aggressive and took the ball to the hoop and got further in and, created some scoring opportunities for himself. We felt we could get straight line drives on them, which we did. But we did, and then on the other end, being in position and not using our hands, helping each other out, just, 2-3 possessions, but, you can keep saying that until it changes. You're still going to be disappointed with the loss. So got another, the tough part. I talked to Coach Beard yesterday. The league is just, I don't know if it's as good as it's ever been, but it's just really, really hard. And so now you got Oklahoma State, who beat them, who had West Virginia by 19, and you're going to have the maturity to come back and keep getting better and improving. And that's all I can ask for young guys. We had, I think, 4 freshmen on the court at one time, or and then Rudy's new, Carlton's new, and again, it's not a mistake. It's not an excuse. It's just a fact. And we just have to continue to help them and be patient and help them grow and get better.
Next question to Kellis Robinette.
I know it can't be easy against a team like that just pounds it inside on you, but what can you do better in the future to avoid committing those fouls and keeping them off the line?
Well, I think you play with the inside part, you play defense before they get it. Obviously, they got good shooters. They spread you. They got good scheme. They went to Silva early. They got in the paint off of drives. You get good movement. You got to be just better, simple, basic drives to the hoop. And Chris Beard's probably saying that to their guys too. We got to be better. They got to the hoop on us several times, but ours seemed to lead to fouls. And we got to just be able to move our feet better, play one-on-one defense, and hopefully, correct that a little bit. A couple of plays where we, don't foul. We play a little better to help defense, get a couple shutouts, could be a big difference in the game.
I also wanted to ask, how do you think Nigel has handled playing off the ball significantly more than he did at the start of the year?
Well, he does a little bit of both, and we use him as a runner. We thought we could get Mike on drives, which would create help, and then get the skips to Nigel, Selton, Dejuan. which we did. I think, we had our guys, I thought they made good basketball plays. But, Nigel can, he can score off the ball. He can score on the run. Probably got to get a little better with the dribble and, taking the contact and dealing with ball screens. And hopefully that'll come with, with just time and experience and keep going through habits and repetition.
All right. Thanks, Bruce. Travel safe.
Yep.
Next question to John Kurtz.
Yeah, Bruce, is there any kind of silver lining in the technicals and just seeing that kind of energy and emotion from your guys tonight?
I don't think that those technicals are silver lining. The only silver lining is that you hopefully learn from it. Never happens again. We've talked about it in practice several times. You can't do that. You can't do it on national TV and with Final Four refs. It's not allowed. And they had to learn the hard way. And it's disappointing because both of them, Sultan, we gave him 4 points and we had cut it to 7. So you think it would be at 5 maybe. And we, now you get a stop and a lot of things can change. But it's some, I guess, I don't know if there's a silver lining. Just hopefully learn from it and grow and make sure it doesn't happen. Barry Brown, I told the guys, Barry had some, Barry had a technical or two early. The 1 year Cardi had one, and we had talked about it. And then obviously when they became upperclassmen, they were much smarter about it and, learn to not do their talking they did their talking with their play and not with their mouth.
What explanation did you get on what Selton did in particular?
Just, talked to, from what I understand, talk to their people. He made a layup and he, whatever, talked in their face, I guess. That's what we were told. And maybe you could see it better on TV. I don't know.
How much did Davion's foul trouble hurt?
It hurt because he was actually second half. We got it to him 3 in a row, right, to start the half. And then, he gets a little emotional and he gets the third and the coaches said, take him out. And I was like, yeah, we can't let a run go. And he was going and we had put somebody at the bench and he got obviously a foul on a back screen. Again, I guess it's my fault for leaving him in. But he's again, hopefully a learning lesson. If you want to call it a silver lining learning lesson, make sure you don't get, a fourth foul on a back screen that really had nothing to do with the play.
Appreciate it, Bruce. Thanks.
Yeah.
Next question to Michael Goins.
Yeah, Bruce, in what ways do you tutor Bradford to stay away from those type of fouls that you need him to pick up fouls in the post sometimes and not get fouls?
You can't have
90
the
feet.
cheap ones. You're going to get the regular ones, especially if you're a big guy. And he's been pretty good about staying in games. He just got to, obviously they went at him. They got bias on, they went to Silva, older guy, that knows how to play, use his body. They went to him and then they also got bias, which created help. And then, he might've got a foul or two there, but then you can't get the other one, that's the big thing. Again, you can say a lot of things could have changed the game. And maybe it could have, but putting them at the line 36 times and we only get 9, I think, what do we have at half 2? So hopefully we can do better and a better job of containing and hopefully do a little better job of drawing fouls.
How impressed were you with the team's early ball movement and ball reversals and player movement?
I thought it was excellent. We put coaches, we talked about them, we show them how to score. I think their reaction to it. Well, I thought against TCU, we made great basketball plays. We just missed shots. And today we made some more shots. Hopefully we can continue to make progress with that. It's still, we need Mike McGurl little more consistent. And, I think he forces a couple, that would help his percentage. And then we got to find him to get, but he created a lot. Again, 5 assists for him, 5-1. You go through the last 6 games, whatever it's, I think it's, what was it, 25, 31, 36 to maybe to 10, to 9, which is really, really good for a guy that, is not really our point guard. So he's doing a lot of things that help us. Obviously, I know he wants to score, we got to get him some better looks, and hopefully that'll come as we make progress and grow as a team. You guys asked about Davion, keeping him in the game. You just look at the plus minus. He's 0 on the plus minus, and Selton also gets the fouls, and he's 1. So those 2 guys staying in the game obviously would have been a big factor for us.
And just Nigel Pack's ability to knock down the open look tonight.
Well, I mean, he's a really good shooter, and I told you guys, when we had the early practices, when he missed, I was surprised. Our coaches were surprised. I think he's had to adjust to the speed and quickness of the game, how fast people get to him, how he's got to work to get shots, and he's made some progress. And this is supposed to be one of the elite defensive teams in the country. And, we shot, I think that's the best percentage, best 3 percentage, best, most points, against higher major teams of anybody. So I guess we made some progress, but we didn't get a win. So it really doesn't, again, I got to be smart with them and help them, and hope we can keep getting a little better at little areas.
Thank you, Bruce.
We'll do one last question to Ryan Black.
Hey, Bruce, was Monty not playing? Was that the plan, or did he suffer some kind of setback since Saturday's game?
Excuse me. Monty, gave a go on Saturday in the game. He came to us Sunday and said, I don't know if I can continue to play with this pain. I think him and his family, I've talked to both of them yesterday. He did not make the trip, and I think he's making a decision if he goes forward with a procedure. Hopefully we'll have a better feel here over the next couple days, and then have final word on that. So we do have Antonio back in town. He has to go through the protocols, and hope to get him, I hope, back in practice by next week, and see where we're going. And Casey is going live workouts. We'll get him back into some, hopefully, live practice. I don't know if Luke will allow it Thursday, but hopefully by next week, get him a week of practice, hopefully get him back in games. And then Luke, not Luke Sauber, Luke is he's been in some live practices with us, which I'm happy for him. It's been a long, really from August till now. And, we're still a ways away, and we got to be careful because it's coming off a delicate surgery. So hopefully, we get a little more healthy here over the next week or 10 days.